Makeover. And today I'm so excited to share with you a new series of how I will tear down ads from Lexus.com, and have them completely remodeled to have a better targeting and ROI. And also, if you want to check out any of my other cases that I did for Chanel, Chase Bank, Amazon, Starbucks, Nike, Target, Home Depot, and Nature Made. Make sure that you check out my website at michaelwin.me. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? All right, I hope you can see my screen. So let's do that. So about Lexus, who is Lexus? Lexus is a luxury vehicle division of a Japanese automaker Toyota. And in 2022, Lexus sold over 500,000 vehicles globally. It's down a little bit, about 2% in 2021, and but the brand global revenue reached about 53 billion in 2021, and it has launched the electrified models such as the RX hybrid SUV, would make up over 25% of sales. Okay, and so who's actually doing the marketing for Lexus? Now, Lexus doesn't have a single dedicated marketing agency per se, and the marketing is handled by an in-house department within the larger Toyota uh, organizations. And there's some of the key details of Lexus marketing. Is like there's a team one is actually Lexus long-standing U.S. advertising agency of record, and they have handled Lexus as campaigns and creative work in the U.S. for over 30 years. So with over 30 years, so this team, the team one, the internal marketing team, they know exactly, the brands and the brand of Lexus and ins and out. And so I'm not trying um, to do anything crazy with Lexus, but the purpose of today is that I'm gonna uh, sh- go over the sort of audit the all ads that Lexus team is putting out on Facebook. Now, what I'm doing here is just on Facebook, but the principle applies to every single paid ad mediums. We're talking about YouTube, you're talking about programmatic, you're talking about Google Ads, you're talking about TikTok, and so on and so forth. The principle still applies. Principle still applies. And before I forgot, so we just want to go over the objective that we are going to do today. Number one, we're going to audit the all ads from Lexus, and number two, I'm going to share with you my new creatives, like how those are new ads that I generated for Lexus. And then number three is our ad validation. This is where the rubber meets the road, and where I actually put my own dime behind new ads I created for Lexus. And number four is about insight takeaway, and number five about next step. Now, before I forget, if you are running paid ads and you need a second opinion, it's exactly the same thing when I work with all of these brands from Lexus, Nikes, and Chanel, and many other big brands. They all have the same things, like their ad, they're not optimized. And it needs remodeling. So that's why when you need a second opinions on your ad, be sure to check out to my website at michaelwin.me, and order and just schedule a remodeling sessions where I will work with your teams and critics all of your ads, and eventually come up with a plan to remodel your ads. Okay, so let's get started to the meat of the presentation today. Okay, so this is a common problem I want to address right up front. Now, if you already had a teams or internal teams or a marketing agency handling all of your paid ads, there's a common problems. Your team think they've test out 20 ads, but they really just test two ads 20, like just 10 different times. So let me repeat one more time. Your team think that they have tested 20 ads, but they really just test two ads 10 different times. And I'll share with you in a moment what I meant by that. And that exactly I found this pattern occur not only for Chanel earlier, but also for Lexus, also for Amazon, also for many different other brands like Starbucks and that I worked on. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so we are going to the first part of our presentation today is about ad auditing, right? So these are the three. So in this live streams, I am doing an ad audit for Lexus service centers, Lexus service centers, and as you can see from my screenshot, I have 4 ads over here, right? So basically, so let me share with you what I like and what I don't like about what I'm seeing. So in this, let me see. So there are 4 ads in here, right? As you can see, 4 ads in here. But what happened is that, what I like is that they have a variety of creatives. This is a video, and this is the carousels of the service centers, and this is the okay, of course, very relevant, the man behind the serviceman to help do Lexus maintenance. Let me see, and then you have another videos, and then apparently you have the another image for that. So I applaud them, for creating 4 ad sets, because some companies that I remodel, they only have 1 asset, right? And with those 4 ads that they are working on with different images, and I really appreciate the effort over here. And it tells me the team is really professional and knowledgeable about the digital ads. And at the same time, I think the effort of having 4 ads is just negated by the lack of creativity, the lack in ad messages. Because if you really take a close look, they all have the same message of treat yourself and your Lexus right with service by Lexus. Same thing over here. Treat yourself and your Lexus right with service by Lexus, and the same thing over here. So all 4 having the same message. And as you realize, you know, um, Lexus ranked number 1 in dealer service satisfaction in multiple JD powered rewards, and I expect to see more from a world-class team like Lexus, because one message across 4 different assets, it does a disservice to Lexus high satisfaction record. And another thing is that having only one control ad, only one ad body, that's what I'm talking about. Treat yourself and your Lexus right with service by Lexus. There are several limitations. Number 1 is the targeting limitations, right? And um, and there's since there's only one control ad, and since you only have one, you will miss opportunity for segmentations, because different ad set can target different customer segments, and a single ad may not be as effective across all segments. How about the lack of A/B testing, right? The lack of A/B testing. And with only one ad, you won't be able to perform the A/B test, which are essential to determining what aspect of the ads are working and what aren't. How about ad fatigue? Right, over time, when Lexus prospect keeps seeing the same message over and over again, like treat yourself with your Lexus right, it I don't know about you, but it's getting bored. It's bored me out, and I, mentally will shut off the ad when I just see it. Or something like, oh, I've seen it. I've seen it before. I've seen it, somewhere else, but it's not new to me, right? So that's what's gonna happen when you have just one ad message being seen over and over again. How about risk management, right? You run into a higher risk if your one ad doesn't perform well and you don't have other ads copy to fall back on. So this all or nothing approach can be risky. All right. So we talk about that. We talk about ad audit and what I like and what I don't like. And but before moving on to the ad generation, I just want to share a little bit about the avatars of Lexus, of the ideal Lexus customers. So I'm gonna turn on my pen over here. So as you realize, the ideal Lexus customers, they value luxuries, right? Craftsmanship and personalized service experience, and they are likely middle to upper middle class, age 30 and above, and they want to seek convenience, quality, exclusivities in their vehicle ownership. So given that, we're gonna um, head over to the next section. Is about ad generation. Okay, ad generation, and of course, I want to quickly introduce this is the Bionic framework, about 17 layers or 17 models that I used to create ads. There's a long list over here, so from relationships to image to emotion, with different type of emotion over here when you run your ad, and there's a whole lot more like numbers, language devices, and names and locations, how to use location, integrate location, how to use famous name from movies, radio, politicians, and how to use direct response marketing's element in your ad, and how to change the different ad structures, and more importantly, how to integrate, how to activate more complex emotions such as shame, guilt, stupidity, failure, defeat. And to your surprise, most of the ad, they stay at the tone of positive, either positive or neutrals. So what's the point of bringing of adding of injecting shame, those kind of negative connotation or of negative emotion and feeling in your ads? So I let the data speak for itself, right? Because you know, because numbers, they just don't lie. All right. So let's start it. All right. So I have create let me see how many ads. So we have from 1 to 11 ads. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to run over 11 ads and share with you on how those ads were created. Okay. So I'll start from right to left, right? So the right is the model being applied over here from the Bionic framework, and the so how it works is that we'll pick out as trying to jam as many model as possible within an ad, right? And then we just lock those models. Like in this example, I have the so I'm gonna zoom it in. I've used the models of the relationship. I'm gonna change the colors a little bit to red. So change the model to relationship using the imagery word of the emotion of joy and anticipation, the type of statement between question and statement, time present, level of identities, of behaviors and environment, the proof, how about powerful demonstrations, a unique mechanism, numbers, language devices, right? So those are the models being chosen and applied to create the ads over here. And so let's start to go backward to the left over here. All right. So how about this? Craftsmanship. Let me see. All right. So craftsmanship meets luxury. Experience the Lexus difference. Ever wonder, see question, right? This is a question over here. Ever wonder what sets a service center apart? Is the touch of craftsmen who know your Lexus inside out. You see the feeling of joy, anticipation. You are not, let me see, from the moment you step into our dealership, you're not just a customer, you are our esteemed guest. Esteemed guest. Dive into a world where maintenance is a breeze and luxury is a standard. With 24 by 7 roadside assistant and cutting edge digital tool, we got you covered everywhere imaginable. Everywhere imaginable. So this is, as you can see, this is the we talk about the relationship between you, the customers, and advertiser. In this case, Lexus, right? And as you can see, we use a lot of visual word and kinesthetic, right? When you step into, right, step into a dealership. What our type of statement is? You realize question and statement. and the time we use in the present time. The level of identities, right? Level of identity meaning that you are an esteemed guest, right? This is your identity. You are not only you're not just a customer. You are an esteemed guest. All right. What else? Powerful demonstration, unique mechanism. It's you see, unique mechanism of roadside assistant and cutting edge digital tools. So with 24/7 roadside assistant, cutting edge digital tools, right? Those are the unique mechanisms and powerful demonstrations. Period of time, language divide, metaphor and rhythm, the metaphors, imaginable metaphors, and touch of, let me see, you are esteemed guest, it's kind of metaphor, right? Craftsmanship meets luxury, right? So you see, in just one ad, there were a lot of models being applied. It's not just the old bland. Let me go back to the old ad, right? It's not just the old bland. What else? Old bland. Treat yourself and your Lexus right with a service with service by Lexus, right? So it's not really tell you the stories and speaking from the length of the ad or the ad body, with that short sentence, I mean, at best you can jam about maybe two or three models being used over here. But from what I have over here, see how many that we jam into our ad. You see how many we jam into our ad. So how many model being used in ad. So we have the relationship one, um, imagery two, emotion three, type of statement four, time five, level identity six, proof seven, number eight, language device is eight, nine. So nine model being applied over here. So that's why you see your ad become richer, right? Become more depth, add more depth and richness in your ads. Okay, how about number two? More than a car, a journey of exclusivity with Lexus. More than a car, a journey of exclusivities. So to see what ad being what the let me see what model being used over here. So we have in this case the same thing. We use leverage the relationship between you and Lexus. We are using visual word, emotion of joy, anticipation, and we use only statement over here. How about capability level belief behaviors, proof of credibility, language divide metaphors. So check this out. You see, belief, credibility is all about credibilities, right? Crafted for those who value the finer thing in life. It's all statements, right? At Lexus, we ensure our experience mirror the luxury you seek, joy, anticipation, right? The luxury you seek from experts, hence guiding you through features to complement your loaner vehicle. We refine service, joy is complementary joy, and with Lexus Care, unique mechanism, right? Say goodbye to maintenance woes and ready for unparalleled journey, unparalleled journey. So we talk about the belief, the behaviors. You believe that you not, you see, say goodbye to unparalleled journey, right? This is a new belief. You right, you are treated with unparalleled journey. That you will see an unparalleled journey ahead. Powerful demonstrations. Let me see from we ensure craft photos. Uh, Powerful demonstration expert hands guiding you through the features. All right. Of course, time is present, the emotion, you can feel the joy over here, right? The joy over here and the anticipations. What else? We talk about number period of time with metaphors, right? Of course, this is a metaphor redefines services. Capability, it does and it can help you. It's all about the unparalleled, or it's all about the journey of exclusivity, journey of exclusivity. Okay. All right. So that's how we got it, and we can move on to ad number three. But I want to share with you more on this. Share with you more on because what happened is that from looks like from ad one to six, we try to lock in those nine models, and that's how we came up with about six. But on seven, as you can see, I'm trying to show you how we leverage different models and how the new ad came out differently. All right, so you see in this model, we just flipped the script and use a different type of feelings of anger, envy, defiance, and disgust, right? And the type of statement conditions, future warnings, shame, defeat, and let's see how it goes. Tired of mediocre rise, Lexus, and that, right? So tired of talk about feelings of disgust, envy, right? If you fed up with cars that just don't cut it, it's time for a change. Why envy the luxury of others when you can own it? With Lexus, it's not just about the drive, it's about a statement of defiance against the ordinary. Defiance. But here's a warning. Once you experience a Lexus difference, there's no going back. Tragedy, right? Warnings. See tragedy right here. Don't let the defeat of setting for less be your story. Be your story. You see, we incorporate as many different feeling as possible and put that into a story. Anger, right? Anger. Don't let it be. Don't let the defeat settling for last be your story, right? You got to be anger for that. Envy with other people, right? When they can own it, with envy with other people. You see, so how does it make you feel about this ad? Right? See, it certainly, it certainly can capture more attentions, but at the same time, you still elevate the value of Lexus. Okay, let's move on to let me see, move on to the next one, right? Settling for less. That's the tragic tale. Settling for less. Tragic tale. Same thing we use from above, anger, envy, defiance, and disgust. Ever felt the sting of defeat when your car let you down? That's a gut punch, right? Gut punch. Anger, right? Gut punch, very angry. And don't let that guy's green with envy. See, very emotional rich. Watching Lexus owner cruise by, stand defiant against mediocre rise, and say no to tragedy of average. See how we play with word? Instead of saying mediocre, you can say tragedy of average. And heads up though, once you with Lexus, everything feel like a downgrade. It's amazing. You know, again, you feel like a defeat, a tragedy. So I love it. So you see, let's go back to the next one for you. All right, how about number 9 and 10? This is when we use a different models. So here's gonna happen. So for the new models, I'm gonna turn on my pen, and so we talk about anticipation, sadness, surprise, using the question in future promise and prediction, slang, tragedy, shame, stupidity, and vulnerability. So let's see what happened. Ready for the unexpected, and Lexus brings the wow for unexpected, right? Surprise, level of surprise, right? And we see anticipation, the wow, right? People want to see what the wow means. Anticipating the next big thing in luxury driving. Why stick with the same old when Lexus promises a ride that leave you in shock, surprise, anticipation? And here's a question statement. Here's a question. Are you ready to ditch your tragedy or mundane drive? Don't let the past car's stupidity hold you back. Would Lexus vulnerability turn into a confident dive in and let surprises roll? It's just masterpiece, right? In just one ad, you can see you can evoke how many different emotions. You see, it's just a day and night difference between the what's that feature and benefit, right? You could have said, hey, at this you see a lot, right? At this centers, we're gonna do an oil change for you with with the best oil out there, and you can schedule online. It's kind of boring, right? But now you can you it just invokes so many different experience emotions in just one ad. You just put into that little tiny ad. So what else we have? Number 10, the same thing. 10, 11, the same thing. The same model being used of, but let's see what. So Apple felt the blues over the car, and Alexa changed the tune. Guess what you're missing in your driveway? Lexus Magic. Lexus Magic, right? Feel down about current ride, we get it. Okay, promise turn you promises turn that to turn that frown upside down, right? Surprise, right? And question: are you ready to escape the tragedy of average? You see, you're investing in a future filled with delightful surprises. Um, Great. Okay. So as you realize, you can see and experience how the richness and the depth and the emotional feel ads that really can capture the attention of when you do paid ad, because the purpose of marketing is basically get the attention, right? You get the attention and draw that, and then transform that attention into the offer, into a solutions that your product or services can help. Okay, so we talk about the ad creations, and we are now. Here's a fun part: ads validation. This is where I told you. This is where the rubber meets the road, and as you can see, this is the ad set I created. Given the scope of the demonstrations, so in the scope, what I did was I just changed the ad copy and leave the creative, the images, and the landing page the same, because I could have changed that. But the more new elements that you introduce into the pictures, you there's really more variety, and because the purpose is to show you, right, show you that you are not just testing 20 different ads. You are just testing two ads 10 different times. And that's why I decided to keep the images and the landing page the same. With that being said, so here are the what's that 11 ads I created. That you can see I used exactly the same images from the original ad, old ad from Lexus. And what else? So let's see some results. Are you ready? Buckle up, guys. Okay, campaign numbers. I just ran for ad budget of $14.50. A total impression about 3284, and reach about 2615 people. Total click of 25, and that's really pathetic. But hey, with the goal is to give you the how people react to your messages, right? And apparently you can add a couple zeros after this, so you can see you can scale it up, right? Add a couple more zeros, and then the cost per click is about 47 cents, and the click-through rate overall is 94%. Hey guys, for some people they say, hey, how come the click-through rate is so low? And like I said, there are a lot of, because like I mentioned earlier, in this case, I haven't changed the ad creatives. I haven't changed the landing page. So that's why when you have a new message coming in and the landing page is not matching with that message, and that's why people just jump out. Hey, it's not for me. It's like a disconnection between your ad message and the landing page. So that's why that could explain why the click-through rate is very low. Like I said, this experiment is all about showing you, right? All about showing you this. And I just want to make sure you understand this. make your point across. Your team think they test 20 ads, but they really just test 2 ads 10 different times. That's the message I want to drive home. But like I said, once we dial in on this belief that we need to have more creative 20 different ads out there, and that's when we can tune in and optimize other numbers, and then we can do a variety of things from creating new images and new landing page and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's see what we got. So you can see, so here, those are the results that we got. And let me see. So from the result, as you can see, I'm gonna turn on my pen over here. So looks like headline number 3, they have the highest reach, about 1330, and I'm sorry, 991 in impression of 1330. Higher reach and impression compared to other headlines. Headline, let me see what else. They have the highest amount of frequencies. It show to people 1.34, meaning suggesting that it's on average the user saw the ad 1.34 times. How about the clicks? Looks like ad number 8 has the most click. 8 had the most click, right? As far as the cost efficiency go, headline 6 has the lowest CPM. 6 has the lowest CPM of $4.67. I'm sorry, I got backward. Let me see, and so as far as the cost efficiency, looks like, let me see, number 6, they have the lowest cost per click, only 21 cents, right? And the lowest amount spent of course, there's only one click in here. Cost per impression, headline 3 apparently being served a lot. Let me see, best value to so I'm sorry, headline 3 looks like has the cost per impression only $1.32. So can you imagine, you can reach out to more people, but with a much cheaper price, right? This is headline 8, highest amount of clicks and highest amount of click-through rate. So I want to share with you some graphs, sort of summarize the findings. So this is a graph showing you that 990 of the reach for headline number 3, and 1329 of the impression for headline number 3 again, and the amount spent. We spend more on headline number 7, highest amount spent on headline number 7. And as far as the number of clicks, the green one, headline 8, 11 clicks at the most, and the CPM. Apparently, headline number 7 has highest CPM. So in a nutshell, hopefully those bars and bar charts and pie charts show you the overall, the kind of the summary of how those ads performed. Now, I want to pick out the 2 winning ads from this so that you can understand more what are the 2 winning ads is all about. So winning ads. So winning ads over here that we have is about headline number. I'm sorry, I think looks like this is, I make a mistake over here. This is number 3. Headline number 3 has the highest amount of reach and impressions. So let's zoom in and see what make headline number 3. Let's analyze it a little bit. So for headline number 3, the headline is elevate your drive, discover the Lexus gold standard. And Lexus isn't just about a car, it's a promise of unmatched luxury and service. Our technicians think of them as a craftsman who cherish your vehicle as their masterpiece And with benefits like 24-hour roadside assistant, we ensure you always in safe hand. Experience the Lexus difference today. And the models being applied over here. I mean, it's just a beautiful ads, right? I mean, put on my pen over here is unmatched luxury. Yeah, it's a promise of unmatched luxury. And our technician, we are a craftsman who cherish your vehicle like their masterpiece. And also the benefit 24-hour roadside assistant, only in safe hand. Experience the luxury difference. As you can see over here, you have the credibility, you have the emotion of joy, anticipations, and you have the level of identity. Let me see, level of identity of beliefs, right? It's masterpiece. Believe is a masterpiece. You're in safe hand. All right. So it's no wonder this ad performed pretty well. It's 13, the impression is just very crazily high. What else? So this is the ad. Elevate your drive. Discover Lexus gold standards, right? So this is our ad over here. Now, as far as the lower ad, the lowest cost per click, ad number 8 appears to stand out because we see selling for less. That's tragic tales, and apparently the model being used over here is shamed, right? Tragedies, defiant, disgust, anger, and envy. See, ever feel the sting of defeat when your car let you down? It's a gut punch. It's very vivid, very. You can see the what kind of image when you see the word gut punch, when somebody punch in your gut, right? And that's it watching turn green, right? Again, turn green with envy, watching Lexus owner cruise by and stand defiance against mediocre rise. Beautiful. As you can see, there's an ad right now, selling for less. There's a tragic tales. People feel defeat when your car lets you down. Okay, so we just went over the winning ads, and let's see if we picked, if we, let's say what could be the potential revenue impact. I have something called the impact analysis, the what if analysis, right? Now, what if we went ahead and double down on ad number 8 with the lowest cost per click? Or what would be the revenue impact, right? And I did some Google research. The average annual maintenance for cost of Lexus about $551, and the service and part department account for 44% of dealership gross profit. And so what if we double down on ad number 8 by increasing the number of clicks to 10,000 clicks? So and how much does it cost to us? So 10,000 clicks you multiply by only 21 cents. So it would cost you $2,100. $2,100. It's such a chump change, a very small amount, right? Now, at 0.1% conversion rate, 10,000 clicks to multiply by 0.1%, that means you have 10, not 10 merchants. The thing you turn on my pen, you have 10 owners, right? 10 owners signing up. 10 owners signing up, and what else you have? How about a revenue of 10 you multiply by 551, that's 5510, and here's your ROI. 5510, you subtract the $2,100 from the cost of ad, and you divide it by that, then you have 162%. How about at 1% conversion rate, right? 10,000, that you have 100 buyers, and you have 100 multiplied by 551, 55,000. That's why you have 2,500%. So jumping from 0.1 to 1% at 10x conversion rate, you more than do 20x, almost 20x your ROI. But what if you hit the industry standard of 2%? That's when you almost like more than about double the ROI from the 1%, right? So, like I said, it doesn't have to be this way, but that's a possibility when you want to double down on the winning ads, and that's when my work came in, help you find the winning ads, right, from mediocre ad that you have, and turn that into a winning ad, like number eight, right, number eight and number three. Those are the two winning ads that you have that you can leverage on, and you can use them to scale your ad to really get a much higher ROI. So what are some of the key insight that we learned from this? So um, feature and benefit ads, like ad with headline number three, get the most eyeball, 40% of impressions of the entire campaigns, but register about 72% fewer clicks, only 3 clicks. Remember, only 3 clicks compared to 11. Then ad number eight, featuring more complex emotion, fears, defeat, anger, and envy. And apparently, having only one control ad can seriously underperform your entire campaign because of the lack of A/B testing and targeting limitations. And that's why you need me to have a multiple analysis lenses, right? To use them as a foundation. The bionic framework can be used as a foundation to come up with ad ideas addressing your customer need, wants, objection, pain, frustrations. And I would recommend Lexus team to create more ad angles for their products, because the path to extreme ad makeover, it doesn't stop. And before we jump up, I just want to point out one more time that if you see yourself in a situation where you can't just afford to let your ad run underperform, or leave money on the tables, and you want a higher ROI, just reach out to me at michaelwin.me for a second opinion ad critic consultations. I will personally review any of your ads to increase your ad ROI. So I'll see you next time on more of the extreme ads makeovers.